Hey everyone. Guess what? This is your midweek check-in. I am coming to you from my new kitchen, and it may not look like a kitchen from where I'm sitting, but if you recall, the window is there, and that's where the light is. And I have given you small photography lessons before. Remember, when you're shooting, the light is always facing you. It's never behind you unless you have a reflector. Good morning, MMM. Good morning, Daryl. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Charlie. Where are you writing from, Charlie? Remind me. I wanted to check in with everybody because we are in this is the most unusual situation that I can recall in my lifetime. You can't hear me well, Daryl? Everything is normal on my end. Charlie, can you hear me okay? Travis, can you hear me okay? Steve, can you hear me okay? Joshua, remind me where you are. I have to hear it a few times before I remember. Daryl is having mic issues. Is anyone else having microphone issues? I am using my laptop in the same way I always do, and there's no wind. I'm inside. Charlie, you're saying yes, but yes to what? Greenville, Tennessee. I'm going to start trying to get that. I'm going to associate Franklin with Tennessee and then I'll remember at least you're in Tennessee, Joshua. Is this Joshua writing? Travis, sounds fine. Good. Joshua can't hear me. Joshua can't hear me. A little crackling. There's nothing crackling on this side. So I'm wondering if it's weather on you. Denise, is that you? Okay. There is a little bit of noise because this is an apartment building, and it seems like every day that I've been here, there has been someone on the roof. I'm on the second floor and the roof is right there. And it seems like every day there's been someone up there snaking out plumbing or something. It sounds like they're putting that metal snake in a plumbing pipe. That's happened every day I've been here so far. It's interesting trying to get used to an apartment, and we can talk about that later. But first, I want to know how everyone is. This is a very unusual situation we're in right now, where we're in this sort of this lockdown. Not exactly a lockdown, but we're supposed to self-isolate, and I am definitely doing that because I have had one of the worst colds in a long time. It actually probably wasn't one of the worst colds. It's just taking forever to get over it. Shanti, very interrupted audio. I don't know why. Let's see. If I had any idea where my microphone was, I could get that, but there's nothing near my computer that would cause any kind of crackling. Charlie is in, did you say Scotland? Steve. Oh, thank you, Steve. Steve is just popping in to say, what is your work, Steve? Can you tell us very quickly? Are you providing services to people during this crazy time? Okay, Steve. Yeah, I haven't figured out the evening kind of live streams yet because of lighting. So I just thought I would just do this and see how many people I could connect with and see how many people are just sitting around wondering what to do. I don't know what that means, Joshua. Okay. There's no noise anywhere near the laptop, so I have to believe that it's coming from somewhere else. I have full bars, and let me just, I didn't really check that. I wanted to share a few. Yeah, I'm on my Wi-Fi, and I've got full bars, so it shouldn't be a connectivity issue. Okay, Steve, thank you so much. Tune in later, watch later. No, my Wi-Fi is fine. Are you having problems too, Elsa? Let's see. Crackling. It's pasta. No, I am this far away from my laptop. I'm a little bit farther away than I usually am. Wow. Okay, Elsa's not having any problems. I know that there's terrible weather in the country, and there are a lot of storms, and there's a lot of interference from storms, and I'm assuming that might be that. Here we have a beautiful, clear, cloudless, bright, sunny day in Los Angeles. Well, I'm in Santa Monica now, which is part of Los Angeles County. Ramblin' Rose Cottage, what's your name and where are you writing from? I know there's lots of storms everywhere. Well, should I continue, everyone? I just hated to do it from my office because my office is such a disaster. And this is the only corner of civility in my whole apartment. Yes, Elsa, please do that. And I will have a work day coming up as soon as we're allowed to kind of be with people, you know? Fort Worth, clear and sunny here. Ramblin' Rose, what is your name? And are you having any problems hearing me? Yes, please continue. Linda, good morning. How are you? Okay. Well, so many things have been going on. I just got a stack of stuff here I wanted to go through. I wanted to give a shout out. She's not on. Terry Ebinger. I think I wrote that down right. Terry Ebinger identified for me my cups and saucers. This plastic set of dishes from either I actually don't know if it's the 50s or 60s. At any rate, I wound up with a small set, and I was talking about them at my last live stream, and Terry Ebinger wrote and said it's called melamine. Well, I had a weak moment. I really don't do impulse buying ever, and I am not a shopper. I can't stand to shop. I'll wear the same pants. I wore the same pants that I started late bloomer. I wore the same pair of pants on every single video for like 5 years until they had holes in the backside. I hate shopping. I will online shop, but going into a store, that's one whole other kind of stressful thing. And Rose, fantastic, Rose. That's easy. Okay. Hey, good morning, Jack. While Jack is on, in case Jack can't stay, I did want to mention that Jack Davis at Epic Yard Farm 2.0 in the Phoenix area, Tempe actually, she wrote a comment under the last live stream, and I know a lot of people don't go back. Once the live stream's over, they click off. First they hit the like button and then they click off. So you might not have seen this, but we were talking about loquat. And I was thinking that loquat was in the citrus family. If you recall, Eric and I, in our last workday video, which you can see on my channel, it's called You Love to See Us Work. Well, this is it. Go to that video and watch that, please, if you love my workday videos. Anyway, Jack wrote, sorry she couldn't stay the whole live stream last Sunday. And she wanted to clarify for everyone, a lot of English common names for plants create a lot of confusion. Loquat is not. Loquat is not in the citrus family. It actually belongs to the rose family, Rosacea. 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 I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. The quat used in a lot of the citrus hybrids derived from the Cantonese word or sound for orange. It just happens that, Jack is Taiwanese, so that's how she knows about this. It just happens that Cantonese words for loquat is the same word for orange, but it is not at all related to citrus. It was a name given to the fruit hundreds of years ago, more for its color. So that creates a lot of confusion. Hope that clears that up a bit. So I just wanted to share that with you because I'm not an expert. I'm still a late bloomer. I've learned so much in the last 8 years, but this is my first loquat tree. And I bought it because Jack told me I should buy one. Just like I bought a Calamondin lime because she said I should buy one. So I did. I wanted to give a shout out also while I've got these pieces of paper in my hand. Guru Seville, thank you so much. Where are you writing from? Oh, let me scroll back. Ramblin', let's see. Elsa says, love my dangling earrings. Well, I opened these stars on my last live stream. And so I thought I would wear them today. Let's see. And I don't know if they're turquoise. They look like little embedded turquoise. I'm going to have to get the story on these. She probably wrote me this from my friend Olive. And I wanted to give a shout out quickly to Guru. Where are you writing from? I don't remember. Judith, how is my throat is much better, Judith. My throat is much better. I still have a little bit of chest congestion. So I'm diffusing a lot of my essential oils and colloidal silver. And I'm taking a lot of vitamins. And I just wanted to, Donald is writing from Maryville, Indiana. Wow. Thank you for tuning in, Donald. And Judith, where are you writing from? Remind me. Nellie Ebby. Hi, Nellie. Where are you writing from? And do you have a garden? Ooh, Daryl is going to go morel hunting. Daryl, you'll have to, Daryl, I put Daryl and morel together. Daryl, you'll have to share your morel. Oh, Travis, thanks for tuning in. Yes, it's very uncertain, and I just wanted to connect with whoever I could connect with midweek because, we're all sort of sitting around wondering what's going to happen. Thank you, Jack. Elsa, Cheryl, let's see. Nellie, you keep safe too. Gorgeous. Yes, turquoise. Okay, Judith, good work. Be safe, girl. Tao Chung, good morning. Where are you writing from? Tao. I think I said that right. Judith, Netherlands. Blue Moon is writing from Bosnia. Good morning. What is it like in Bosnia? Are you on lockdown or what is happening? This is the very first time in the history of my channel, obviously, that there is one thing that is affecting the whole world at the same time. And of course, we'd like to just be talking about what we're planting for spring and just be focusing on growing food to feed ourselves. That's what I would like to be doing. I mean, I had no idea. None of us had an idea that all this was going to happen. And I probably should have predicted the way I was working that I might get a cold and get sick. But I could not have predicted 3 straight days of rain in Los Angeles. So Obviously, I procrastinated too many things, waited too long. I had the apartment for months. Why didn't I have this all set up? I don't know. I just didn't. I was busy gardening. Um, Good morning, Patricia Verderico. Let's see. Verderico, I think. Rancho Cucamonga. Where is my sign? There is a gal that follows me. I haven't heard from her in a year and a half, but she came to my play and she brought me that beautiful sign. And of course, I brought it with me. I brought all of my stuff. I've got my Queen of the Garden sign hanging over there. And I wanted to show you what's blooming in my kitchen. This is in my kitchen. And this was sitting, if you recall, this was sitting in the original cozy corner. Now, at some point, I moved the table and the chairs. I just kept having such a hard time with the light, with the sun in the cozy corner, doing live streams from there. So I moved the chair and the table to the porch. Still had problems. By the way, the umbrella, my red umbrella that I love, is residing with Vanita. She took a lot of my things and she's keeping them in her garden until such time as I am able to garden with her. But this is my amaryllis that you saw Eric dug them and put it in that pot in one of my videos, one of my workday videos, and it's blooming in my kitchen. And I have another one right there that's going to bloom too. So, and I have a bunch of cuttings and things in my windows. It's just too scary. I did promise like a little tour of my apartment, but I don't want that I don't want that on the internet. It's too embarrassing. It's too amazing. Okay, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Alexa Gilbert. I love it when I get these great comments, and I like to just highlight them and give people shout outs. And she said, this was after one of the live streams, I think. You are amazing, by the way. I love to hear that. I want to thank you for giving me ideas you have used. I am putting in a patio in a swampy place in my backyard and building a gazebo. You inspired me to expand my garden from my current 3 greenhouses and another that acts as a potting shed. You have a gift for bringing joy and happiness. And on that note, I wanted to, now, I cannot sing this whole song, but I just wanted to do the chorus. 3 rounds of the chorus. We all know this song. One of our favorite, most popular singers passed away this week, Kenny Rogers. And fantastic, Lita. Hi, Grandma Sandy, Silver Tongue Daywalker. Hi from England. Yes, I know. I heard from Ed that you're on lockdown. Good morning, Yvonne. Let's see if I missed any. MMM, are you ever going to tell me your real name? Honestly. So Blue Moon is in lockdown in Bosnia. Tao Chung is from Northern California. Okay, so my voice is a little bit better, but Dolly Parton is from Tennessee. She's from over in the mountains in Tennessee. And she's one of our, I mean, you probably, unless you follow Dolly Parton, you probably have no idea how many songs that woman has written. Thousands of songs. 4,000 songs or some incredible number of songs. I don't even know how that's possible. At any rate, she and Kenny Rogers were big friends and singing partners, and they wrote songs together and recorded songs together and performed songs together. And one of their biggest hits was Islands in the Stream. Now, this is a love song And I looked at some of Kenny's songs, and I thought, it's just not appropriate for me to be singing a love song on this. But I just in tribute for two performers who have given so much positive popular music to our culture in the last 50 years. I wanted to just give this up for Kenny and Dolly. And so if you know this song, let's see. Oh, Charlie says Dolly is my favorite. Dolly's amazing. Wow. Tao, you are so right. Okay, here we go. If you know this song, please sing along. This is just the chorus. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. Aha. From one lover to another. Aha. And then it repeats 3 times. You want to hear it again? Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. Aha. From one lover to another. Aha. It's a great song. I can't, begin to do it justice for what, those two talents did. But I just wanted to give them a shout out, especially Kenny, who's passed away this week. Now, as I'm going through things, Judith, I can sing. And last Sunday, I sang Let It Be, Paul McCartney's song, and I mistakenly said it was John Lennon's song. But anyway, I don't know. I don't really feel like singing Imagine There's No Heaven today. So I'm not singing that today. And then I look, and someone else suggested they wanted, let's see, I Can Only Imagine. Now that's a beautiful song. But I didn't think I could get through it without crying. So I decided not to try that, not to give that a try. I can only imagine. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to say, in my Tennessee mountain home, let's see, whose song is that? In my Tennessee mountain home lyrics. Oh my God. The coronavirus is just decimating Italy. Let's see if I know the tune. That's Dolly Parton, of course. Oh, that's a beautiful song, Denise, and I would have to review that. I would have to listen to that at least once in order not to completely. Linda, what? Come on, do what? I missed something. Denise, I'm going to learn in my Tennessee mountain home for next time, okay? I promise. Let's see. Hi, Connie. Judith says here the curve is flattening somewhat, and I'm not sure. Are you referring to the virus? Tracy, I tried to call you right before to tell you. Tracy Garnes is online. Everybody, she has a wonderful family farm in Pennsylvania, and it's the first family farm that I have promised to visit once I can travel. And traveling depends on a number of factors. It depends on obviously my health, and if they get this virus under control, and all that. So I can't wait to visit her farm. Let's see. But I tried to call you, Tracy. I don't have your phone number. So email me your phone number. That was just so dumb. I don't know. It's not in my phone. You probably have given it to me and it's not in my phone. So I'm glad you tuned in. Let's see. Yes, I would like to give peace a chance. I really would, Daryl. Linda, what are you saying? Come on, do it. Joshua, I will try. I don't know that song. I started listening to it and I got emotional, and I thought I better not try that today with all that's going on. But I will learn that song, and I will do that for you, I promise. So you just keep tuning into my live streams, okay? Today, if I did something right now, it would have to be something that I know. Kathy here in Minnesota at North Star Prep Center. Haven't heard from you in a while, Kathy. Thank you so much. What are you doing? What kind of meetings are you having? Do you have a job that you're holding down during this crisis? I'm just trying to figure out what people are doing. Let's see. Jolene. I could probably sing that. Let's see. Lyrics. Joshua. Let's see. Joe. Might help to spell it right. Jolene lyrics. Let's see. Jolene. And wait, let's see. Jolene. Not Jolene. I have to get the tune of the first line. Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. No, I have to practice that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. No, I have to practice that. I don't want to butcher that. I'll try to learn that too, Joshua. Charlie. I'm going to learn. Okay, I better write this down, because this morning I thought, well, what should I sing? Okay, Tennessee Mountain Home and Jolene and I Can Only Imagine. Are there any other requests? What I was thinking, with all this change in my life and everything, I was thinking what I would really love to do this year. And now we're already at the end of March. But I was thinking what I would really love to do is take singing lessons. Why not? You only go around once, right? Oh, did they write that? I didn't realize they wrote that, Linda. But I loved them. I loved the Gibbs brothers were. What were the Gibbs brothers called? I'm blanking. Let's see. That's good, Judith. And Judith, you just told me where you are. Oh. I'll do it, Denise. I'll do it. But you got to let me practice it. I don't want to, just in tribute to the songwriters. I've got it down. I'll do it next time. We'll just have a singing show next time. Oh, yeah. Kathy, is it possible for you to contact me later? And I want to do Zoom. So I want to do Zoom. How many of the people that are watching right now? Let's see. How many people do we even have on? We have 35, not many. And we only have 20 of these. David, are you there? David Hamilton was supposed to tune in. Are you on? I'm texting him. David is the hillside garden person that I'm working on a project up there with him. It's his project. I'm just helping and giving my advice and sharing his advice. And I thought it would be a really interesting, project to do. He's texting me back. You better be on, David. I gave you notice. I thought it would be an interesting project until I get somewhat organized. I wish I had about 5 of you over here to help me get this place in shape. It's just been, it's been too much with this cold. I've been trying to just what's the word? Do too much activity so that I can just kind of get well. But Kathy, I want to learn how to do Zoom, and I'd like to know how many people here have a Zoom account, because I heard a couple of days ago that Zoom, they said if you wanted to invest in a company, Zoom would be it, because it is the way that everyone is doing meetings now and gatherings online, and that it was hard to even get an account. So I'm so lucky that I got an account last year in preparation for this. And I did that because of Lisa Chandler. Lisa, are you on today? And, but I haven't started all that because I have had so much responsibility to get. David was on for a minute, but he got a call from London, which is great because we want him to get calls about his movie. So Kathy, if you could, if you wouldn't mind sharing and helping me, maybe we could do a first meeting, just you and I could figure out how to do it. I have an account. I haven't done anything. So you can reach me. I don't want to say my email address, but you can reach me through the contact page on latebloomershow.com. Just send me an email on the contact page with your email or your phone number and let me know when it would be. Please don't take my man. Yeah, that's a good song too. Hi, Beth. I am better. I do have your name in my head, Joshua. Let's see. Zoom is not encrypted. And what does that mean? Does that mean if Zoom is not? Charlie, that's only temporary. Charlie, believe me, it's only temporary until I can get out of here. I mean, I'm dying to show you how my plants are doing outside. I go out in the corridor and I walk up and down when no one's out there. I walk up and down and I say hi to all my plants. And I have my apple tree, my golden Dorset, my kaffir lime, my calamondin lime, my loquat, and my Kishu mandarin. So I have 5 trees, dwarf trees in pots, and they all need to be potted up. And I already have the pots, and I have the dirt, and we're going to do all that in a video. Can't wait. In addition, I have 3 pots of cardamom. I have comfrey. I dug up some of the comfrey roots. I think there's only 2 big roots in that one pot. I wish I had more. Wish I dug up more. It's just like the time got away from me, and then we had pouring rain. And so anyway, I'm hoping that I can split the roots or something so that I have lots of comfrey. And then I have some flowers, petunias, and acyllum, and I have succulents, and my old man cactus. He's sitting down there. And I have a big pot of borage. And from that, I'm going to get all kinds of seeds so I can have borage forever. And what else do I have? I have a bunch of stuff. I can't wait to share it. Um, mm, Let me just see where I'm at now. Charlie, please forgive me. These are very unusual times, and I just was hoping to bring a little good cheer and Bee Gees, right? Netherlands, Judith, Netherlands, Judith, Netherlands. What are MS Teams, Judith? What does that mean? And if Zoom is not encrypted, does anybody know what the repercussions are for if we do a Zoom that's not encrypted? Because I don't know. I'm not tech smart enough to know the answer to that. Cheryl, don't ask me. I am so messy. Don't know about fees, however. I must have missed something. For video conferencing, we use MS. Oh, right. Right. You probably have to upgrade. Right now, I just have a free account. So, Daryl, you could learn Zoom. It's not a big deal. But if it's not encrypted, I don't know. Download the app for Zoom. You mean on your phone, Linda? I hadn't done that. Mine is just on my computer. And okay, Joshua, do you have the software? Wow. Let's see. Joshua says, "Oh, this is interesting. Zoom is not encrypted." Let's see. Steve, I assume you're referring to David's Hillside Garden. He's on a phone call now, but Joshua says it's not protected. Tennessee Waltz. Denise, you have no idea the significance of what you just said. And maybe that's just a conversation that we'll have on my thing. But I will say that I wrote my one and only full-length screenplay in 1998, and I had just had it read. You know, after the first draft, you have to have people read it and give you notes, and then you make revisions and you make it better. You keep making it better, making it better. I didn't have any illusions about becoming a screenwriter, but I had a story that I wanted to tell, and that's why I made 2 short films, my Mustang film and Betty's Treats, because I had a story I wanted to tell. And the first title, that song features into my screenplay, Tennessee Waltz, in a very cool scene. And so I named the screenplay Tennessee Waltz. That was an early title for the screenplay, and I changed it probably for copyright reasons. I can't even remember now. That was a long time ago. Anyway, that was about August that I finished it. I locked myself in my office for 8 days. I watched something like 10 films. I had screenplay books on either side of the computer, and I wrote the screenplay. And I had it read by a very established line producer, and I had it read by a script consultant person. I paid her for her notes, and that's as far as I got, because in November, maybe it was October, it was probably October, that I got this phone call. There was a message on my answering machine when I came home, and it was from the minister at the church that we went to at the time. And he said there was this young boy that needed a home, and would we be interested in adopting him. And that completely changed my life because we decided to adopt him. And that's a story for another day. But that's how that whole Tennessee Waltz things figures into that. That's a great song. Okay, now we're back to, hey, Bill in Fairhope. Yeah, I don't know why you don't get a notification immediately, but I'm glad you tuned in. I just decided to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. And right at the moment, we're talking about trying to set up a Zoom for the people who have Zoom accounts so that I can actually see you and we can interact with each other so people can see each other's faces. And I would love to do that. So it's not encrypted and you can't talk about sensitive secret information. Okay. I don't know that one, Denise, at all. Let's see. Let's wait, where'd it go? Hey, Kevin, thanks for tuning in. Okay, Denise, I've already been accused of turning this into a cabaret, so stop. Let's see. Okay. So you have to have the MS Teams software or the account, which is probably a paid account, and I have just a free one. Kevin, we're talking about, I wanted to start setting up Zoom meetings, and you have to have an account. I have a free account. I managed to get it last year. I don't know if you can still get them. I heard that you couldn't get them because they're in such demand. I don't know about that. You'd have to try. And so they're saying that these Zoom meetings, and that way I can see everybody. I can see a picture of everybody talking to me, and we can talk to one another, and we can see faces. And because we have such a tight community, that would be so awesome to do. So we got to figure out, first of all, who has a Zoom account, and if people want to try to do that. MMM, what are you doing? I don't understand. I give you so much attention. I started singing because of you. If you don't want to watch my videos, okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Effie, Allie, how are you, Kay? Hope you're all okay. Tell me about Corona there. Stayed home since a week. Yes. Here we are supposed to stay. I think the rule is most businesses have closed or are not operating. Only essential businesses are operating, like sanitation, hospitals, emergency services. Everybody's kind of staying home because this is Southern California and it's warm and beautiful most days. People are out, but they're staying 6 feet apart. You can walk your dog. You can go to the grocery store or the pharmacy, but you're not, there are no public gatherings anywhere, or public events or performances or anything like that. As for me, because I've been sick, I have to take extra precaution because I've had a chest cold, and the last thing I want is to come in contact with the coronavirus. So I'm being extra cautious. Now, let's see. Thank you for asking, and thank you for letting us know what it's like in Indonesia. Let's see. Oh, don't apologize, Judith. This is very important. Zoom could be a way that we could keep in contact, in closer contact. Encryption encodes information so only authorized parties can access. Okay. The good. Hey, the good. What's your name and where you're writing from, and what's the situation with the virus where you are? I'm gonna have to just. Okay. Um, let me just text David. David, get on the live now and watch the rest of it later. Let's see. Christina is here, and Eric. My gosh, how's okay? Eric refers to San Juan Island, where he lives, as Mars. So he says everyone is well on Mars. Only one positive. Only one positive. The planet next door. Eric repairs machinery, so he's off to pick up a lawnmower to repair. We've got a lot of different conversations going on here. Let's see. Okay, Kathy, thank you. Let's see. Okay, Judith says, please Google if your info is sensitive before you use your service like this. Okay. Obviously, there's a lot I need to know. The good, let me know where you are and what your name is. Let's see. Thank you for tuning in just for a minute, Eric. It's good to hear from you. And I'm just hoping, Eric, that the 2 fig trees, I mentioned all the trees that I have here, 5 of them. I forgot to mention that I have 2 figs growing from the air layering. I don't know if Jack Davis is still on. Please go back and watch that video about air layering propagation. Eric from Double Dog Farm originally sent me my Desert King fig, which I actually like better than that amazing brown turkey fig in my front yard. I like the flavor better. And so do the fig beetles and the bees and the birds. MMM, I think, is gone. MMM wanted more attention, and I didn't give it to him or her, and they're not going to watch me anymore. That's what they said. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sorry, but there's a lot going on in the world, and I'm trying to pay attention to everyone. Oh, wow. That's fantastic, Christina. Please write me an email and explain to me how you did it. Are you talking about a Zoom meeting? I don't know what you're talking about, Cheryl. Let's see. Thank you, Judith. Joshua just got a Zoom account. Fantastic. Let's see. Hey, David is here. If anybody has any questions about his hillside garden, he is online right now. It's David Hamilton. So be sure and ask him a question. Effie, I have lemongrass. I have lemongrass essential oil. I don't have any lemongrass here. Eric did dig up my lemongrass, but that pot went to Benita's, so I don't have any here. All I have is the essential oil. So I'm gonna try that in my essential I'm gonna try to drink the essential oil and see if that helps. Orcas Island has 1 positive test. Orcas Island is one of the islands in the San Juan, in the islands west of the state of Washington. Everyone. Jack Davis is still here. If you have any questions for Jack Davis, she's immensely knowledgeable about all kinds of plants. I've learned so much from this woman, and I've adopted her as my unofficial daughter. Someone wrote and said, "Are you and Jack lovers?" And I said, someone left a comment after those videos we did at my house. And I wrote back and I said, "No, she's my unofficial daughter." And her husband, who's attached to her hip practically, was just around the corner. I had him out of frame, but he was observing and laughing and commenting on everything that we did. And I'm a big fan of Jeremy. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for tuning in. I just started this. I just decided this morning I would check in with everybody midweek and see how everybody's doing. I still want to talk about this one little thing once we get caught up here. Daryl is referring to, Daryl found a fantastic property on sale in Tennessee this week that he really wants me to buy. And it's just, I'm too overwhelmed, trying to get over this cold. And I mean, just looking in that room there, I cringe. But I wanted to mention, while I've got that on the subject again, you see this, I want to show you this. This is by Seville Classics. There's a lot of these kind of, a lot of manufacturers make this kind of wire metal shelving. This one is 72 inches tall, 60 wide. There are 5 shelves. It's incredible. The box is incredibly heavy. You have to put the whole thing together. These pipes come in 2 sections. So the sections wind up being about, well, no, they're not 60 inches. So they're half of 72. So you have to put the whole thing together. Now, Eric and I put the last one together, which is in my office, which is only 36 inches wide. And when we put that together, I mean, it's really a 2-person job. But I can't be around anybody, and I could not stand having the chaos. This entire, where I'm sitting here, was piles of boxes. And I couldn't stand it any longer. What I need is built-ins all around up here. There's just no cabinets. I mean, there's just like just a few dinky cabinets in here, and there's no place to put anything. And I've got 35 years worth of stuff that I have to obviously get rid of a lot of it. But I decided to order this. I ordered this on Amazon, and my understanding was it said it wouldn't come until April 21st. And I thought, oh, how am I going to function until then? It was here the following day, which was yesterday. And they left it downstairs. Now, this box had to be hundreds of pounds. I mean, it was very heavy. And I ran down and kind of took a peek, and I thought, there's no way. Even with my dolly, which my old, ancient dolly I brought from my house, sitting down there in the corridor potted garden, I thought, even with the dolly, it's going to be, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. So I called Damien, my friend across the way, who's married to Amy, my dear friends. I said, are you busy? And he brought that thing up. And he got the dolly, brought it up, put the dolly back. I mean, I have been so well cared for here, I can't tell you. They've brought me food and Epsom salts for, my back was killing me last night after putting this thing together. But look what I managed to do, and it's all organized. And so, and then here, look what I have here. This is my cozy corner table and chairs right here in the corner. And I don't have any kitchen. I don't have a kitchen or a dining room table or chairs. And so this is the only thing I have to sit on, and it's just me, so why not? So that's what I'm doing. Let me see if I'm behind here. Joshua, yes, but young, young people, they like a lot of attention. Let's see. Let's see. Send it to me on Instagram. Are you under Joshua Franklin on Instagram? Well, Joshua, just go to Late Bloomer Show. Are you following Late Bloomer Show on Instagram? In NL. Where's NL? Spinks, I said earlier, maybe before you got on, I was going to do a tour of my new place right now, but it is such a disaster. I don't even want that on the internet. It's too embarrassing. And so I just managed to carve out one little wall of civility yesterday. And as I work on it, once I get it somewhat, where it's not just piles, then I will do a tour. Liam, let's see. Elsa, Judith, I haven't tried to order groceries online. I think you can, but I hope I'm Eliam. Am I saying that right? Eliam? Is that your name or Eliam? I don't remember your name before. Where are you writing from? Where are you writing from? Thank you, David. Thank you, Spinks. Let's see. I did not cancel Eric in time on Saturday. He was planning on coming on Saturday, and I called him on Friday, and I said, I still shouldn't be around anyone, and so I paid him for the day, and he got a free day off. So hopefully, I don't know what the rules are now, but hopefully he can work on Saturday, and we can shoot a video and get those trees potted up. I don't know what's going to happen. We're just kind of housebound, and that's why I wanted to check in. I do have 2 more videos to share, and if you haven't seen my latest video, which I retitled this morning, it wasn't getting as many views as I thought it should, and it's the last rain of the Late Bloomer Garden 1.0, and I renamed it This is what you will remember of Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. It's one of my videos where I'm just trying to inspire and bring you a little peace and beauty amidst this crazy time we're in. So if you feel like a respite and you haven't seen it, please watch it and hit the like button and share it and help it to kind of go viral. I haven't had a viral video since last summer, and my channel could really use one. And I can't think of anything better than something that's really beautiful with great music, and you just get a cup of tea and you just feel better just watching it. And especially you feel alive if you followed my channel for a while and you fell in love with my little garden over there. Anyway, I hope you'll watch it. Eliam, if you're telling me you just love me, I love you too. Ooh, see a big crow up there. I don't have a great view out my window. I'm disappointed in that. My kitchen window. I have a nice view out of my bedroom and my office window, but not my dining room and my kitchen. I'm staring at 3 old satellite things on the roof. Not fun. Hi, Ian. Where are you writing from, Ian Schultz? Let's see. Tracy, let's see. Judith. Yeah, Joshua, you can get my email from sending me your email on my contact page at Late Bloomer Show. Anyone can, latebloomershow.com, or you can send me a message on Instagram. Let's see. It jumps. I'm trying to scroll down and see. I know I'm behind. Liam, where are you from? Florida or Finland? Christina's asking. Florida. Okay. Where are you in Florida? I have a lot of friends in Florida. Jamela is in Trinidad and Tobago. She says she transplanted. Well, she has perpetual summer there. So she's got peppers, tomatoes, pimentos, eggplant. Oh, that's wonderful. If I could just be outside by myself gardening, I would be so happy. But I'm in an apartment building and I have to take care not to come within 6 feet of anybody. Good morning, Brian. Cookstown, Cormac McCloskey, Cookstown, NI. Where is that? NI? No. I'm trying to think. Thank you, Christina. When you're doing these videos and you finally finish it and you're tired and you just want to get it uploaded for the next day and you're going, okay, now what am I going to call this? Because if you're a content creator, actually, I don't know if there is anyone here that's an active content creator that's watching, but the two biggest things for people to click on, for anyone to decide to click on a video are the thumbnail and the title. And you've got to get that right. And a lot of times I've spent maybe 12 hours editing a video and I'm tired and I want to get to bed and get it set for the next morning. And I think, what shall I call it? And sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't. And then sometimes later I change it. So I changed it today. It's still tracking better than typical, but it needs to be really, really seen. So I hope you guys just take a moment when we finish today, watch that video, hit the like button, and share it with at least 3 friends. And ask them to share it with 3 friends. Let's see. Who's in Prinsley Land? I can't even pronounce that. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's see. Harag, I just saw you there, but it jumped. Let me get down to. Judith lives in a small town in Amsterdam. Spinks, my plans for my plants here are just to grow and prosper and do well. And because when we dug them up and put them in those pots, we put compost in there and they actually look better, greener. Well, the kefir lime looks great. Some of the others don't look so great. And so I can't wait to get down there and make them happier. Good morning from Pasadena, Harag. And Egyptian spinach. Do you have an extra one? I'd love to get one from you. I haven't sprouted anything. I forgot to text Haffy and tell him to get on. I need to start some sprouts, but I have so much food in my refrigerator. I have more food in this little refrigerator than I ever had in my big refrigerator at my house, because Amy went out. She bought me all those groceries. And let's see. Oh, that's fantastic. Cheryl, that's fantastic. Okay. Palm Bay in Central Florida. Is that your first name, Eliam? Let's see. Daryl says potatoes do well on new ground. What is new ground? And greens like kale. Let's see. You do you. It's always good. Judith, I don't know what you mean exactly, but I think that's a compliment. Thank you. Yes, you can grow potatoes in a bucket as long as there's drainage. Or trash can. Snowing here in, Lisa is in Oregon and it's snowing. Teresa Harris is on, everybody. Did you guys see the video I did with Teresa? Well, I uploaded it a week ago. Teresa, I'm not exactly sure what day that was. Well, it was Sunday, and then Monday was D-Day. I don't use that expression D-Day lightly. My father was in World War II. But that's kind of how it felt. I was sick. I was trying to get out of the house. It was pouring rain, and I was completely 100% dependent upon Stan and Vanita to help me get all of that stuff. I had those, I wasn't able to sell the 6 chairs, big white chairs, plastic chairs and table. I was asking $100 on Facebook Marketplace for that. And even though it was scuffed up, that thing would last another 25 years. It was a steal at $100. But people don't have trucks, and you can't get that in a car, so I wasn't able to sell it. And those chairs were sitting on the driveway when I left that morning. I mean, what? No, I left Monday night, and the chairs were in the driveway, and I had a huge pile for pickup, for the bulky item pickup. And I came back over the next day, and it was bright and sunny. Tuesday was bright and sunny. Oh yeah. And I went over there, and the new owners hadn't appeared. And I saw that, and Vanita had texted me that she borrowed somebody's truck early in the morning, and she went over there, and somehow, hopefully she had help, because those chairs were heavy and awkward, and the table, and she got it all that, and she gave it to a neighbor. She's the most generous person I've ever met. She did all of that work for free, just so that she could give that table and chairs to someone. Oh, good, Teresa. That's wonderful. David, I would love to talk about sprouts. They're incredibly beneficial. I am not an expert. I have a couple of different ways to grow sprouts. Haffy just gave me a 2-jar sprouting thing with, in fact, look at all these seeds he sent me for sprouting. I mean, that's a year's worth. Some of that looks like sand in the bottom. I'm going to have to open this. This is from the Sprout House in Lake Katrine, New York. And certified organic, with the directions on here how to sprout it in the jars. And I also have a botanical interests sprouter. I saw it yesterday. It's in one of these boxes. And so as I have time, I'm going to have to be spending a lot of time trying to get this place organized. So I'm going to spend as much time on my channel as I can. And I also have to spend time doing this. Let's see. But sprouts, I've heard that broccoli sprouts are as nutritious as eating broccoli. And that may be true of all sprouts. Does anybody else know? Can anyone else help me answer that question for Daryl? I'm sorry, the the scroll thing is that tall and it jumps every time I try to. So I'm sure that I've missed some. Silver Garcia, hi. People are paying $55 for 15 dozen eggs. 15, that's a steal, actually. Wow. And tell us where your house is again. Silver Garcia says people are paying $55 for 15 dozen eggs. Well, I actually spend a lot more than that for my eggs because my eggs come from an Amish farm and they're $10 for a dozen. But it's just me. It's not like I'm cooking for a family. I am an empty nester. Let's see. Are you eating your duck eggs, Silver Garcia? The Sphinx, yes, of course. I've done many videos in the South. I did several live streams last Thanksgiving. I'm from Tennessee. I've done 4 videos with Daryl in Putnam County, and we did a live stream at Denise's place, and I've done a lot of stuff from Tennessee, a lot of stuff. So you'll have to just check out all those videos. I should try to put all my travel videos in one playlist. I haven't done that because there have been so many. But if you go to my Southeast Gardens playlist, you'll see videos from Alabama, Mobile area, Charleston, South Carolina, the permaculture gardens in Columbia, South Carolina, Lizzie's family farm in Wilmington, North Carolina, and of course OAG, Charles at Old Alabama Gardener. He's in he's just over the Tennessee line in the northern Alabama. Let's see. Oh, Jamila, thank you. I'll check that out. Lawrence Garden Network. Okay. There's so many things I want to check out, and you know, we're all just kind of overwhelmed with all that's going on. Bill in Fairhope says broccoli sprouts are amazing. Check out Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Yeah, that's what I was led to. Yeah, somebody said that they were much healthier, and hopefully there's broccoli in here. It doesn't. I don't know that it says what all is. It doesn't say what all is in here. Well, shoot, let's just open it and see. Oh, it's got one of those things. I'll tell you what, I'll do a sprouting thing separately. I wanted to show you this before I get too carried away. Yes, Silver Garcia, that's true. And that person, that would include me now because I had space. I actually didn't have that much space for brassicas. I tried so hard to grow brassicas at Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. And, you know, each plant takes space and they get consumed by aphids here. It's really difficult to keep them from getting consumed by aphids. I just wanted to share something that I haven't shared. I went to Sicily in 2016 now. Wow, hard to believe. This is when I was still submitting Late Bloomer Show, which was the original format of the show with the bloopers and the animations and the whole thing. I did 100 episodes of Late Bloomer Show. That show is listed on, I've listed that on IMDb, which is the International Movie Database. I consider that a show that was online. It's a TV show that was made for the internet. And I submitted it to several several digital series, like film festivals, but for digital web content. And I won Best Reality Series in Vancouver in 2017. I had gotten into the festival 3 years in a row, and I loved going up to Granville Island and staying there. That's where the series was. The woman who started the festival had a serious, well, she had to have brain surgery about, I think it was in 2019 or 18, I'm not sure. And so they changed their venue, but so they're no longer on Granville Island. But I just loved going to that, and I finally won in 2017. At any rate, in 2016, I had submitted Late Bloomer Show to a festival in Sicily. And it was actually held on an island called Ustica. I had never been to Sicily. And I know Jack, our resident meteorologist, Jack, he could only stay on for a minute, or if he came on at all. He told me today he was very busy. Anyway, Jack is Sicilian, and I know he would appreciate this, so maybe he'll see this later. But at any rate, when I came back, the festival was held on Ustica Island, and so I went to Palermo, and I had an actress friend who had married an Italian and moved to, well, they had they had an apartment in Palermo, and then they also had a little house, they're called something, up on the side of the small mountain on Pantelleria. I did a number of videos. You can find them on my channel. I think I did 2 videos in Palermo, and I did 1 video on Ustica. There were 3 or 4 videos that I made and put on my channel, but there was one that I never finished, that I never did. I shot it, but I never edited it. You know, I came home, I had all of these videos to make after all of this travel, and it never got made. But it was on Pantelleria. And I can say without a doubt that I enjoyed the food on Pantelleria, Sicilian food, more than any other food. It is so fresh. Of course, they bring in the fresh fish daily, and you go to a restaurant and the fish has been brought in on the boat that day. And they make things very simply, you know, it's not complicated. Doesn't take hours and hours and hours to make. And of course, that's my kind of cooking. And so when I got back, my friend who hosted me when I was there, she sent me this cookbook. And it's called La Cucina di Pantelleria. I didn't say that very well. La Cucina di Pantelleria, traditional and innovative Pantelleria cooking. And it's just, I have wanted to do a video so badly, but just look at some of these beautiful dishes, just absolutely, it's a beautiful cookbook. And I can't wait to do something out of this cookbook. Oh, my mouth is, now that is something that's not, I don't love that so much. Those look like mackerel or sardines or something. I'm not into that. Fresh basil, oh my goodness. So anyway, along with the cookbook, she sent me this box. Now this box, this is embarrassing, okay? This box has been sitting in my kitchen since 2016 that she mailed me from Pantelleria. And the reason is because I had trouble getting off the island. And I knew that I would have to, the plane was canceled. It's a small airport, and the little plane to get off the island to get over to Palermo to get onto a big plane, the flight was canceled. And so she quickly had to go online and try to figure out how to get me off the island and get me so that I could make those other flights. Well, I didn't make them. I had to spend the night in an airport hotel in Rome. It was quite a journey to get home. But what was decided is that in the little airport in Pantelleria, I would not be able to take all of the stuff that I had stuffed into my bag. And I'll show you some of the stuff. Now, this is probably inedible now. I'm sure it is. But this is a cookie. This is a cookie called Cake with Candied Fruits and Almonds. I mean, maybe it's still edible, but I mean, that's a very long time ago. Oh yeah, it has a date on here, look. I guess that's the freshness date. March 31st, 2018. This is 2 years expired. What else do we have? We have, oh yes, I went to this one place. She makes her own, it's Maria Christina's specialties. And this is called Confitura di Gelsineri. I don't know if anybody speaks Italian, but I remember buying this. And actually, I don't remember what it is, but I'm sure it's delicious. Some kind of jam or jelly. And all of these things I had to just leave behind, and she had to mail me later. This is pate this is a pate of capers. Capers and olives. I can't even imagine anything better. So best before 3/31/2018. I hope I get to eat some of this after all this time. And then this, ooh, that looks hard to open. Yeah. All right, I got to get some scissors or a knife. Okay. Maybe the bottom. I mean, scissors would be better, but I want you to see this. I went to this woman's, she grows olives and she had a farm, and I went, and I can still make the video. It's just so out of, people will see it and they go, well, wait, you're in Sicily? No, I'm not in Sicily. This is from like 3 years ago. But this bottle, she either gave me or I bought, I can't remember. And I had wrapped it in one of my socks. Looks like a dirty sock. To put it in there's two of them. Look, this is one way to wrap your glass stuff if you're traveling. Yeah, wrap it in your socks. But this, she may either, she has someone making this stuff, but this is her label. And I actually forgot what it is, but we're going to find out right now. And this is Moscato Passito de Pantelleria. And it's in Italy. Product of Italy. It's in Italian. And I don't know. It says Angela Herrera has produced her own wine. And that's all that I can read of the Italian. So this must be wine. And that's her label. And look, she's got a bee. Look how important bees are for producing grapes. Bees are so important for producing grapes, and she has it right on the label. And no, Judith, not after 3 years. Oh, did everybody get to see this? And I tell you what, I am going to say right now, I am going to make, would people be interested? I want to make a recipe from here, and we will open that bottle of wine and I will taste it. I don't think that we'll be eating this. So, but you know what? I bet that pate is still good. Is Tracy still on? She cans stuff. That would still be good, right? It just says, I think it just says best before 3:31. At any rate, where am I? Oh, yes, it's dessert wine, Bill. That's right. Thank you. I remember that now. That's what I thought, Silver. So all I have to do is pick out a recipe. Well, the thing is, I need to go and get some fresh ingredients, because what I would like to do is make my favorite meal, which is fresh fish. It would come fresh on the plate, and then you would have some potatoes, and they weren't roasted. I don't think they were roasted, and then you would have tomatoes and olives and potatoes in kind of that would be the dish. That and that's what I want to do anyway. And I don't have any of those ingredients, so I would have to actually be able to go out and get those. Here, now you know salt, the great preserver. Okay, I kept meaning to make this meal, and I had bought a pound of capers from a vendor on the street, and oh my gosh. It doesn't smell like caper, but they're preserved in salt. I'm going to show you. I actually ate some of these right after they came back, but you have to wash and wash and wash and wash and wash them, because they are literally preserved in salt. This is the way you buy them. But now I don't know preservation, and I don't know if they're still good 3 years later. It just tastes like salt. I am going to have to see if those are even still usable. It just tasted like salt. I couldn't even taste the caper, Judith. I think the off smell is just from being in this box with this plastic packaging. It doesn't smell good. Maybe I should just chuck it. Keeping it all this time. They were... You think so, Daryl? I mean, one thing I haven't found yet is a strainer. I need a strainer desperately. There's so many things I need to do. Oh, hey, Amal, I didn't see you. Let's see. Oh, I know, Judith. It's just, you know, you feel so good after a meal like that. And, you know, you've just got your fresh protein. It just melts in your mouth. Hardly have to chew it. And you've got your olives, your capers, and your potatoes and tomatoes and your fish. And, oh, And then, of course, they have wonderful Italian desserts. But anyway, I won't be making those. Okay. But anyway, does anybody else have any questions? That's all I had for you today. I just wanted to check in with everybody and see how everyone's holding up in this crisis that we're in. And of course, I'll be on Sunday. I can't promise. I can't promise where I'll be. I'll either be inside, or if I can somehow do a live stream outside. The problem with doing a live stream outside is I have to be on my phone. And if I'm on my phone, it's almost impossible to answer questions. So you can write questions to each other, but it's hard to see them little on the phone, and it's impossible to answer them because they're literally on the screen for 3 seconds. Let's see. Thank you, David. Take care, everyone. Yes, I will soak them, Coco. I'm going to soak them, and but I do recall that they were firm in 2016. Even in the salt, they were firm, and now they're kind of mushy. They're kind of like, oops. All I taste is salt. It's too strong. I will rinse them and see if there's anything left. I think I'm probably much better off to get some fresh ones. Let's see. Walker and Will, Brian, thank you for asking. They are okay. They are okay. Joshua says bye. Bye, Joshua. And so, I'm just fingers crossed. One son is in Boise and one son is in Austin. And just hoping and praying that we all survive this. So, oh, okay, Joshua, you were saying bye to someone else. No problem. Okay, any other questions from anybody? I am going to, when I sign off, because I did this big project yesterday, this was really difficult. It was really a 2-person job. Somehow I managed. These shelves are very heavy and I had to lift them. So I don't expect to be doing a lot of heavy moving around today, but who knows? I might get motivated. But the most important thing I'm going to do is edit the video and get that up for you to see tomorrow. And that will most likely be the next video of David's project. And I'm thinking for the following, which would be the 4th video in the David series, David's Hillside Garden series, is I'm going to have, he has suggested that his wife is a good shooter and that she shoots part 4 because David, we can't be working side by side, even outside. So I don't think that we can do that yet. So that's probably how we're going to handle part 4. He's got a lot of plants that are going to be delivered and they need to get in the ground. So you'll see the first 2 beds tomorrow when I upload that video. Oh, hey, Tom, I was just about to sign off. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom. And Judith, thank you so much for tuning in from the Netherlands. And yeah, Coco, when you save something for too long, food doesn't last forever. And I kept thinking, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. And I never did. And even in my last trip, which was to Europe, I didn't get to Gießen. I did a video in Gießen of a botanical public park. And then I flew from Frankfurt, I flew to Brooklyn. I stayed to New York, and I stayed in Brooklyn, and I shot a video in Brooklyn, which I never edited. And then, of course, and then the Berlin video. Joshua, I'm going to hide that comment because I don't want any kind of identifying information in anybody's chats. But just send me a message on Instagram at Late Bloomer Show, and we'll connect. Let's see. Oh, Christine Keating is just tuning in, and we're just getting off, Christine. I'm sorry. Been going for at least an hour. Let's see. How long have I been going? Hit the like button, everybody, for an hour and 36 minutes. So if you feel up to it, please watch the replay. And I hope you're doing okay. I wanted to check in with all of my fans everywhere around the world and just make sure everybody's okay. This has never happened in the history of my life. Certainly not in the history of the internet, where everybody in the world has been affected by the same thing at the same time. So I just want to check in. I want to make sure that I have a live stream midweek and a live stream on Sunday. I know evenings are better for some people. So maybe next midweek it'll be in the evening, which I know I'll have a different set of people tuning in. But anyway, everybody stay safe, be well, and happy gardening if you're able to. And let's just all pray that the next time I talk to you, which will be Sunday or sooner, that there's some good news, and that this thing is starting to get under control somehow. So I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today and contributing, and I'll see you next time.